Hello, my name is Gary Munro. I'm a principal consultant at Consult Hyperion, who are a small consultancy based in the UK who specialise in payment transactions and payment security. We also cover identity and transport as part of what we look at. That's a very good question. So it was a fascinating day. We had some fantastic presentations and some really good panel discussions. The contribution from the speakers really was outstanding, and everyone really came through. We had a bit of fun where people were trying to understand, is acquiring exciting or is acquiring boring? And in the end, we came along that acquiring can be exciting if you look at how you do it and how you look at innovation. So when we look at what's happening in the European acquiring space, we're looking at seeing where there's an aim or there's a need from the Tier 1, Tier 2 merchants to actually have a pan-European acquiring experience. However, reality is quite some way from that. There are a number of companies that came and did the presentation and spoke about how they are looking to achieve this. Mergers and acquisitions is quite commonplace within the industry. We've seen a lot of change, but we're also seeing a lot of room for growth. One of the interesting things that really came up was the use of data. And they see this as being key. If the acquirers can use the data that they have from their merchants to provide additional services back to their merchants, looking at how their payments is performing, how their customers are coming in, and looking at the value add that can bring, and so that they help the merchant tailor their business through this use of the data. So that was one of the sort of key points that came through, that acquirers can be smarter about what they do. Also, the acquiring traditionally has been quite a conservative industry. However, there are a lot of new companies and new players coming along who are innovating. So what do the acquirers do? Do they wait and then they just buy the best innovators? Well, the general feeling and the general consensus is no. What acquirers need to be doing is disrupting and innovating themselves. They need to think like a startup. They need to think differently from what they have been doing to date.